Lainey Wilson is one of the most popular country artists around, and she has been for the last few years. However, some of her biggest fans may be surprised to learn that she received a lot of rejection before she finally made it big, including rejections from popular singing competitions like American Idol and The Voice. So, what was life like for her before she got her big break? When listeners think of some of the biggest current country artists making waves in the industry, Lainey Wilson is right up there with the best of them. In addition to putting out a succession of top hits, Lainey has also branched out into other things. Lainey Wilson had a popular, recurring guest role on the hit Western drama, Yellowstone. Recently, she even opened up her very own Louisiana-themed bar in the heart of downtown Nashville. With everything she has going right for her now, you would not think that this CMA winner would have been previously rejected by singing competitions. After hosting the CMA Awards and walking away with 2 pieces of hardware, Lainey Wilson recently reflected on the earlier part of her career, including some of the bumps in the road and the roadblocks she faced. Many of her fans may not realize this, but the singer previously auditioned for American Idol and The Voice. If fans are curious as to why they may not remember seeing her audition for either show, it's because she never even made it through to those stages. According to Wilson, she auditioned a whopping 7 times for each show, adding, "I never made it through." While she did make it though on American Idol once, she never made it beyond the first round. So, she had to go back to the drawing board and figure out her next move. Lainey Wilson is further proof that just because some doors close on your dreams, it does not mean that others won't open. Lainey Wilson and Morgan Wallen led the pack when it came to this year's CMA nominations. As listeners may remember, Morgan Wallen did not make it very far on The Voice during his run either. Now, these two are some of the biggest names in all of country music. Wilson is living proof that sometimes you have to take the longer path, but with enough grit and determination, you can still end up where you have always wanted to be. Lainey Wilson, one of country music's fastest rising stars, is living proof that rejection doesn't define success. With her distinctive voice, signature bell-bottom style, and chart-topping hits like Heart Like a Truck and Watermelon Moonshine, Lainey has become a household name in country music. But what many fans don't know is that her journey to stardom wasn't as smooth as it might seem. Before gracing stages across the globe, Lainey faced rejection from 2 of the biggest talent shows in the world, The Voice and American Idol. Here's how she turned those early no's into a career that's setting the music world on fire. Like many aspiring singers, Lainey Wilson saw shows like The Voice and American Idol as potential launching pads for her career. She believed her deep, soulful voice and heartfelt storytelling could resonate with the judges and give her the break she needed. However, things didn't go as planned. Lainey auditioned for American Idol but didn't make it past the initial stages. Later, she tried her luck with The Voice. Despite her unique tone and undeniable stage presence, she was turned down again. Reflecting on these rejections in interviews, Lainey has said, "I thought those shows were my shot. When they said no, it stung. But it also lit a fire in me. I wasn't about to let a couple of no's stop me." Fans who hear Lainey's voice today often wonder how it didn't win over talent show judges. The answer may lie in timing and perception. Talent shows often gravitate towards singers with broader mainstream appeal, and Lainey's style was distinctly country, a genre that doesn't always dominate these platforms. Additionally, her raspy, soulful tone and storytelling-focused lyrics set her apart, but in a way that may not have fit the show's vision at the time. Ironically, the qualities that made her stand out, her originality, authenticity, and refusal to conform, were the very traits that didn't fit the mold these shows were looking for. Instead of letting these rejections derail her dreams, Lainey used them as motivation. "I knew I wasn't going to give up. If anything, those rejections told me I needed to work harder and find my own way," she said in a 2023 interview. Lainey packed her bags and moved to Nashville, determined to build her career the old-fashioned way, through grit, perseverance, and countless nights performing in honky-tonks. Her journey was anything but glamorous, but she wouldn't trade it for anything. When Lainey arrived in Nashville, she had little more than a dream and a few dollars to her name. She lived in a camper trailer parked outside a recording studio, writing songs by day and working odd jobs by night. "There were nights I didn't know how I was going to pay for my next meal," Lainey admitted, "but I never doubted that I was where I was supposed to be." Her big break came when she landed a publishing deal, which allowed her to focus on songwriting full-time. Writing songs for other artists taught her the nuances of the craft and helped her hone her unique voice. But Lainey always knew she wanted to sing her own songs, sharing her stories directly with listeners. In 2020, Lainey released her single Things A Man Oughta Know, a deeply personal song about resilience, self-reliance, and heartbreak. The song resonated with fans across the country, climbing the charts and earning her critical acclaim. It wasn't just a song, it was my story, Lainey explained. I think people connected with it because it was real. I wasn't trying to be anybody else, I was just being me. The success of Things A Man Oughta Know proved that Lainey's authenticity was her greatest asset. She followed it up with hit after hit, quickly becoming one of country music's most promising new artists. Lainey's rise to fame is a testament to the power of persistence. Today, she's a two-time CMA Award winner, celebrated for her unique sound and unapologetic authenticity. She's performed on stages that once seemed like distant dreams, and her music has reached millions of fans worldwide. Her story has inspired countless aspiring musicians who face their own struggles and rejections. Lainey often shares words of encouragement, saying, "If I can do it, so can you. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not good enough. Keep working, keep believing, and keep being yourself." Looking back on her failed auditions, Lainey doesn't harbor any resentment. In fact, she sees those experiences as pivotal to her journey. "If I had made it on those shows, I might not have found my own voice. I might have ended up trying to fit into a box that wasn't meant for me," she said. "Those no's were the best thing that could have happened to me." Lainey's story has struck a chord with fans, many of whom have shared their admiration on social media. At CountryFan99, Lainey's story is proof that rejection isn't the end. Sometimes it's just the beginning of something better. At Bellbottom Queen, "Can't believe American Idol and The Voice passed on Lainey Wilson. Their losses are gain." At Nashville Dreamer, Lainey Wilson's journey inspires me to keep chasing my own dreams, no matter how many times I hear no. Her resilience and determination have turned her into a role model, not just for aspiring musicians, but for anyone striving to achieve their goals. From CMA wins to sold-out tours, Lainey Wilson's career has reached heights that few artists ever achieve. She's collaborated with country music legends, appeared on the hit show Yellowstone, and carved out a space for herself as one of the most authentic voices in modern country music. And the best part? She's only just getting started. Lainey Wilson's journey from rejection to stardom is full of valuable lessons. Rejection is redirection. Every no Lainey heard pushed her closer to where she was meant to be. Stay true to yourself. Lainey's authenticity is the cornerstone of her success. Hard work pays off. From camper trailers to CMA awards, Lainey's journey proves that perseverance is key. Success takes time. Lainey's rise wasn't overnight. It was the result of years of dedication and determination. Lainey Wilson's story is more than just an underdog tale. It's a reminder that rejection doesn't have to define your future. Despite being turned down by The Voice and American Idol, she found her own path and built a career that's as unique as her voice.